Alright, let's talk about one of the most requested videos on this channel yet. How I came to Norway. So it all started in July 2019 when I wanted to pursue my masters. The first thing I did was look for masters courses and their requirements. So I was sure I was planning to go to a business oriented course. So I started looking out for options, and my main focus was on the states like NYU, Singapore, UK, India, but I haven't thought of Norway yet. So after figuring out the course that I wanted to pursue, I looked at the requirements of each course, and one of the things that every course wanted was a GRE or a GMAT, and in some cases an IELTS or a TOEFL. So I gave my GRE in August 2019 and I gave my IELTS in September 2019, and then I started to send out applications. Cut to February 2020 when I decided I wanted to go to Norway instead. And the reason why I chose Norway over other universities, other countries, if you want a video on that, I'll make a separate video. But let's talk about Norway. So I applied to BI Norwegian Business School here in Oslo in March 2020 and fortunately got in. Now what are the next steps that you need to take care of? Let me take you through them. Alright, so I got into BI, and the first thing that you need to do, or the first thing that BI tells you to do, is apply for a housing here, and they have ties with SIO. I'll link them in the description for a student housing. So I paid 1,000 krones and sent my application for the student housing. So when CO approves of your housing, you need to apply for a visa, and for an Audi visa you have to go to VFS Global, check out the requirements again, and send in your visa application. For your visa application, you must show that you have a place to stay when you go to Norway, and a certain amount as a residence permit deposit amount that you need to deposit at CO's bank account. You can take back or redeem after you come to Norway, so it's your money basically. And also if you decide to not to go to Norway, they'll give you everything back, so it's a safe bet. So my visa appointment was at New Delhi on I think the 1st of July. I went there with all my documentation and got my visa in 2 weeks, I guess, 2 or 3 weeks after it was approved. It doesn't take that long, but due to pandemic there was some delay. So a little background about me. I am from India. I'm an engineer, and before coming to Norway, I worked for 3 years, first as a consultant, then as a strategy lead at another institution. After which I decided I want to pursue a course in business, and business analytics was the course that I had to go to because it was a combination of both technical as well as business expertise, and it's really intriguing, it's really exciting for me. So when you're applying, you need to write a letter of motivation or an essay for the university to see what kind of profile you have. And I would highly recommend to emphasize on all the key experiences, the relevant skill sets, everything that you have that are related to the course that you're applying for. In that motivation letter, it has a huge impact. A few tips or suggestions from my end. A lot of universities, I'm not sure about what's the procedure now, but when I was applying, a lot of them wanted a GRE or a GMAT score. So look at the requirements of each university you're applying for. See if they want a GRE, GMAT. If they don't want, then it's all good because it's a big investment. And yeah, regarding IELTS or TOEFL, the thing is, if you've done your graduation in an English taught institution, then you don't need to give a TOEFL or an IELTS, but it improves your overall profile and sometimes it helps. That was the reason why I gave it. Oh, and another thing which helped me a lot was emailing the university. So if you have any doubts, any clarifications that you need, do not be afraid to write to these universities. They are very, very helpful and they usually reply within 2 or 3 days. So I would suggest, if you have any doubts, because it's natural to have a lot of doubts because you need to deposit a huge sum of money and a lot of investment. I would suggest, any doubts, shoot them an email. And finally, if you have any doubts, feel free to write to me in the comment section below or follow me on Instagram. Before I go, I just want to say that I'll be making videos on how to get an internship here in Norway, how to get a part-time job, how much do you earn, what are the living expenses like for a student, etc, etc. So make sure you subscribe to this video, and if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. See ya.